over for most North Texas students, and one thing you have to have in order to get into school is an updated vaccination record. So the man to guide us through it all is Thompson, the director of Dallas County Health and Human Services. This is a busy time of year for you, isn't it?
Always. Here's the key point.
Yes.
Parents need to now check for their immunization records of their children. There's going to be long lines as we get started for school for August 24th. So the key point right now is check your immunization records of your children, and if they're not up to date, get them to Dallas County Health and Human Services or to their medical provider.
And how frequently do kids need to be getting these immunizations? Are they yearly? Or?
Yeah, pretty much the routine process. I want to commend the ISDs in the area because they have been notifying parents all year long that it's time to get your children immunized. So there are cycles, and so most of the time it's real easy. And the key point is in the first grade there are a series of shots that they need to have. And as we move forward, what we normally have is that in June there were no waiting to get immunization shots. Now it may be a 4-hour wait as we move into next week, and of course the crunch hour as we move toward August 24th.
So it's first grade, and then are there other grades that are really
6th and 7th grade that you'll see them come back and get the various vaccines. One of the key points is we're talking about measles, mumps, and rubella. What we have not had in Dallas County is a measles outbreak. We've seen it in other parts of the North Texas area, but that's because parents have done a good job in coming in and not opting out of getting their children vaccinated. But again, the ISDs have notified the parents of those children whose immunization records are not up to date. So those are the key points.
We have done a lot of stories about free clinics, but for people who don't qualify for the free clinics, what are the costs?
Well, normally the cost will be for Dallas County Health and Human Services for first visit $10, return visits or $5. But if you don't have insurance, come to our clinic, and there is a way to work that whole process out if you have no insurance.
Yeah, there is a growing concern about the safety of immunizations. What if parents are not sure if their records are up to date? What if they do not want to make them up to date?
Well, first of all, we can't allow the internet to guide us in terms of our decisions. So check with your medical provider. One of the things we know is that when your children are immunized, you're not only protecting your child, but you're protecting the community. So if you want to opt out of your child getting immunization, you need to contact the state health department. They have the forms. You can go online and do that. But we would hope that you don't let the internet guide you on that process.
Real quickly, I want to talk to you about Ebola because you just got back from a meeting about that in Washington, D.C., and the word just came out about the Dallas area paying more than $825,000 in costs related to last year's Ebola outbreak. And you were just kind of saying that cost, yep, that's the cost. What do you...
Well, when you look at it, when we met with all the health departments throughout the United States who were impacted, this was the first time we've seen that in the United States. So the cost associated with it was to protect our citizens. So at the end of the day, we had lessons learned, but every cost or every expenditure that we had to deal with was needed in terms of responding to the first Ebola case in the United States. We hope we don't have that anymore, but the cost, it comes with the nature of this business.
How's that going to impact the budget moving forward?
I think it'll be fine. I think, of course, whatever we can get reimbursed from the federal government. But at the end of the day, the Dallas County citizens were protected, and there was no outbreak. And unfortunately, it happened in Dallas County. But there are plans now to ensure that no matter where it happens again, that all county health departments and cities will be protected.
Interesting stuff. Thompson, thank you so much, and thank you for the immunization info as
All right.
well. More of that info on our website, fox4news.com. And